video. I'm joined by my best friend Drew Dakota. Today we're going to be doing a video on how we shoot film photos. Drew's going to be shooting medium format and I'm going to be shooting 35mm. It's a big trend nowadays for film photo to be coming back, so we thought that it would be a great way for us to show you guys how we compose our photos and our thought process that goes behind it.
I'm just a photographer from San Marcos, Texas. I'm going to be shooting with a Mamiya RB67, this beast of a camera.
Big ass camera.
These negatives are way bigger and you can just blow them up more, get better quality. But yeah, we're going to do a little bit of both today.
That's what's up. So right now we are in Lower Greenville, which is a suburb of Dallas. We are gonna go walk around, do some photos, and we're gonna just walk you through the process. Let's get it. All right, so we were just driving around and we literally pulled over to the side of the road because Drew saw a cool photo opportunity. Honestly, that's really what it takes when it comes to taking film photos, is just trying out a bunch of different locations, seeing what looks good, and if it catches your eye, then definitely by all means stop to take the photo. What do you like here, bro?
I don't know, I like the 3 windows. The 2 trash cans look really nice, and just the shadows from the tree. Just a really nice composition, good colors.
Guys, when it comes to film photography, a lot of the beauty behind it lies in the details of the photos. Things that aren't too loud in the photo, but are just small, subtle details that allow you to appreciate the image better. I think that's a big tip that I've seen a lot of my favorite film photographers work on.
This house is cool too, though. We might want to...
Dude, yeah, this neighborhood's sick.
So now I got Nick trying out the RB67. I think he shot in medium format a couple times, yeah. All right, so that camera doesn't have a light meter built in with it, so I just use the light meter app on my phone. A lot of people say it messes up and like it doesn't give you the correct readings, but I've never had a problem with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna meter this. You just literally do it like this, press measure, and so I think probably around like F11 shoot at a shutter speed of like 400 probably.
Okay, so real quick, if you don't know, can you explain to us what these 2 dials mean, bro?
This outside is the shutter speed, like that, and we're just gonna keep it at 400. And then this one is the f-stop, so how open and how closed you want the lens to be. So if you're shooting in low light, you're gonna wanna have it really, really open. And if you're shooting and it's really bright out, you're gonna wanna have it closed. But yeah, this one, and then we're gonna shoot it probably about, I say F11, yeah. That's what it is, yeah, F11 at 400. So yeah, right in the middle, because there's still a good amount of light on this. It'll look in focus or not. Okay. Yeah, and then this out on this button right here, don't press it, this one, that's the shutter. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna let Nick compose this one. He's the one who caught it out of his eye, so I'll let him take a photo with the RB67. Or wait, did I take the dark slide out? Yeah, no, yeah, you're good.
That shit's sick.
Yeah, that's cool,
I love the sound of film cameras. I think that's one of the best parts about shooting film. It's also just like you gotta compose the shot a lot better. You have to put thought into every single image you're taking, because unlike digital where you can shoot hundreds of pictures, film you have to be very particular about the types of shots that you choose, because on a medium format roll you only get 10 shots, and then on a 35mm roll you get about 36 shots. So each shot is honestly just costing you money. You have to go and scan it and develop it. So, you know, film just takes you back to the essence of photography.
Oh man, that's so nice. Yeah, I just really love the windows here and the reflection you get off that, and then the light at the top of that red roof, just the color contrast.
Yeah, dude, this does not look like we're in Texas.
Oh no, not at all.
100%. One of the biggest things when it comes to photography in general is collaborating with other photographers. Me and Drew have been growing up together, so we've been taking photos for years now, and just being able to work together with someone else, just bounce feedback off one another, is just very important for the creative process. So Drew was about to compose a photo, I just offered a suggestion, and the 2 of us just came out with a really sick photo.
Yeah, much better composition.
Yeah, dude.
I'll go farther back, and I like it.
But if we like punch in like this, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah, that's a vision.
Cool. Yeah, man, that was sick.
How long you been taking photos, bro?
I've been taking photos for about like 3 years now, about since I was like a senior in high school, like seriously. And then yeah, I've been shooting medium format for about a year now. I got a Mamiya 645. That was my first camera. I honestly like only having 10 shots per roll because, like Nick said, it really makes you think about each one of your shots, and you just take a lot of time and like into each photo, and it just, you don't have to do as much editing afterwards. You don't have as many photos to look through. It's all about the actual photo part of it. So yeah, that's just why I love shooting this format. Up on this spot right here of the reflection of the green monster in that, and so I thought that was really cool. I just wanted to take a photo of that. I'm just using a tripod because I'm going to be shooting with a super low shutter speed now. I didn't want to have any handshake or anything like that. I'm going to shoot it like f11 at probably like 6 seconds. But yeah, I don't have a shutter release with me right now, so I'm just going to have to do a handheld and hopefully I don't shake the tripod at all. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me cover that up. And that pretty much,
how you do it?
That pretty much ends the shutter, because if not, I'd be cranking the lever on my camera and I'd shake it. So if you just put something in front of the lens like a black shirt, it'll end the shot because no more light's gonna be getting in.
Any thoughts on film photography?
Yeah, I think it's really great to watch. I really recommend they give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.
Alright, rule number 3 about collaboration. Always take time to flick each other up. It's always great to have another photographer take your picture. So Drew's gonna go take mine. Alright, so we are back at home. Drew has gotten the photos developed and we've also scanned them. So right now we're just gonna go through them and talk you guys through our thought process and which ones actually ended up turning out the best. So where we were shooting, we were in Lower Greenville and they had some really unique and cool houses. So Drew got some really great photos of, you know, just some suburban homes. The colors on them are very soft and shooting them on medium format just gives it some kind of clarity.
Whenever I was scanning these photos, I wanted to scan them pretty flat so I could just get some nice like soft lights on them and soft colors in them. Just kind of like a dreamy, airy feeling, just because it was just before golden hour and like the sun was shining on the, like this yellow house right here, and I just thought the lighting was just so nice and you get some nice green and some good shadows. So yeah, I just wanted to keep the contrast as low as possible and just have some good flat colors.
So when you're shooting on film, a thing that we both realized, and the reason that film is so beautiful, is that the colors are pretty spot on and you don't have to do too much adjusting afterwards as long as you get the exposure right. So that's why we were always checking with our light meter to make sure that we had the right exposure, aperture, shutter speed, ISO, things like that.
Like some people say, oh, you shouldn't edit film at all. Some people just leave the colors just like how it's shot, but like it's all up for interpretation, and if you do like to change the colors a little bit, like that's totally like just up to personal preference.
So the one that I really like is this portrait that Drew took of me. The way that the light is just shining off on the background is really beautiful. The colors are super great.
Yeah, the light catches your glasses.
Yeah,
pretty
dude,
nice.
That's sick. And then the great thing about medium format is that you just get so much clarity on the images.
It's really sharp images. I think I shot this at like f3.8 and there's just a really nice separation between like his face, like that's in focus, and then like the background.
Photo was the one that Drew and I composed together. The way that the building is just, you know, set up on the street, it's very modern, it's very almost futuristic.
Like that, there's that same time of day, there's just some nice soft lighting on like the nice like geometric sharp edges on that picture. Going
off of that, this house was right across that street and we love this shot too.
Yeah, the composition was great. He helped me out with the composition. I was a little far back and I zoom up a little bit and just looked a lot better.
So then we went into downtown Dallas and we started doing some night photos and some long exposures, meaning that the camera lens was open for a longer period of time to allow more light to get in. So this first one is a long exposure car trail, meaning that the light from the cars was exposed for about like 10 seconds probably.
Yeah, I think I shot that for 10 seconds. And then yeah, you just got it, like you get the nice like light. And then
this shot is so fire,
This next one, we were just driving along the road and I saw it, like we were going to photograph something else and I saw it. Just the reflection in that glass building was really nice. So you just got, it was a super clear glass, like there wasn't many lights behind it, and it just like, I don't know.
Caught it really well.
Yeah.
This next photo is so fire. It's so simple, but the beauty is in that simplicity because you don't want too many things taking up the subject of your photo. And the way that Drew composes to the left third, meaning that the doorway, that little patch of light, is just in a really great spot of the photo, and it draws your eye towards that.
Where the light is shining is where like my focal point is. I'm just trying to get like the viewer's eye to travel from the right to the left of the image, and yeah, that light does a really good job of shining it on that little opening.
All right, so at the beginning of the video, we mentioned that we were going to be shooting both medium format and 35mm. I didn't end up shooting too much, but we just got our rolls developed and Drew scanned them for me, so we'll just go through a few of the photos. This photo of my mom in front of our apartment is so cool because this is actually the place that I was born and raised in, and I'm shooting this for my documentary, so shooting a photo there was very special to me as well. So the great thing about the Contax is that it's point and shoot, meaning that you don't have to worry too much about the settings. You can just rely on the camera to do most of the work for you. And so when I'm out at parties or with my friends, I always like to bring this camera. We shot these at Mara's birthday party in Austin, and they all turned out really great.
Yeah, and that's a really good point and shoot camera. It's kind of pricey. Like a lot of the good point and shoots have become pricey today. But yeah, there's some pretty cheap ones that you can get, and like they work pretty well. Even disposables too.
I actually have some of my shots from Kenya that we just got developed too, and these photos are super sick. Just seeing all the color in the skin tones and the landscape is something that you can't really get with digital, so I'm super happy that I shot it on film. And then finally we have our last shots in New York when I was there for a few days. I love how the foreground is in focus but the background isn't. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed how we walked you through our process when it comes to shooting film. You know, like we mentioned, it is more expensive to shoot this way, but the results that you get out of it are definitely worth it. Drew, you have any last words?
Film is really great because it makes you slow down the process a lot and take a lot of time for each one, for each shot. And so yeah, just the process is all about shooting, not so much as about like editing and stuff. And that's just what that's why I'm really drawn to it. And yeah, it's just a fun way to shoot, and the images that it produces is just like I'm just really fond of.
I will have Drew's Instagram link down below. Make sure to go give him a follow. He's been really crushing his photography lately, and he would really appreciate the support. Drew also just recently opened up his print store, and he's selling them. So if you guys are looking for college decor or you want to hang stuff up in your apartment, these are really great, affordable options to hang up and support other artists.
Pretty cheap.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a comment down below, and we will see you guys next time.